Hi guys, this is GSN.com and I'm here with the Allview P9 Energy for an unboxing. This is the locally integrated version of the Gionee Marathon M6, also known as the Gionee M6, which is a battery phone with a solid set of specs. So the Allview P9 Energy is a derived version locally integrated by the Romanian company Allview, and this one is a 5000 mAh battery handset with high-end specs that include, for example, 4GB of RAM and 64GB of storage. It's a phone made in proportion of 97% out of metal, and since this is an unboxing, let's see what's inside the box. So the Gionee Marathon M6, it's supposed to cost around $412, and its version, the Allview P9 Energy, comes with quite a few accessories. These are the headphones that are bundled with a bunch of plugs for the headphones as well. The USB OTG cable, which can also be used to turn the phone into a power bank and juice up other devices. A regular USB cable. There's no USB Type-C port here for some reason. This is the metal key used to access the slots. And finally the charger, which should be pretty generous. It's a 9V 2Ah charger. And then we got the other stuff like the manual, instructions, and a protective film. Okay, so a generous set of accessories. Let's put those here. And let's fire up the phone and see what its interface looks like. At the front we have a 2.5D glass panel and a fingerprint scanner, while at the back we have a familiar figure. This camera is a 30 megapixel shooter with LED flash and with a Sony IMX258 sensor, the same one from the OnePlus X and the Xiaomi Mi 5S Plus. So the phone has been fired up. It's a dual SIM device that weighs 183 grams. It has an 8.2mm thickness and it's made of aluminum and magnesium. It opts for an AMOLED panel. It's a 5.5-inch Full HD screen, and inside we can find the MediaTek Helio P10 octa-core CPU, as well as 4GB of RAM, 64GB of storage, and a microSD card slot. We already discussed the 13 megapixel main camera. At the front we have an 8 megapixel shooter for the selfies, and the specs list also includes LTE and a 5000 mAh battery. Other than that, well, we're running our Android 6.0 Marshmallow, and you can already see that we're dealing with a AMOLED screen here. You can see there's a very bright blue hue shown on the screen right now. Okay, the interface is clearly customized. We get a bunch of pre-installed Microsoft applications like Outlook, Word. There's also Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote available here. Pretty narrow screen bezel we're getting, and we also have the brightness to tweak. That's more like it. And I'm curious about the other pre-installed apps. There's one called Chameleon. Got the solutions here, all of the typical solutions for Microsoft. And since we have PL installed here, it means we also get a infrared emitter, so this phone can be used as a remote control for your TV set, air conditioner, and a variety of other things. Okay, so fingerprint scanner here, the cameras were discussed, and let's have a glance at the camera user interface. If you've seen our previous reviews of the Allview handsets, you'll know that this is a typical and familiar user interface with options like panorama, night, HDR, card scanner, mood photo, take anytime. Translation is new, and we also have time-lapse, GIF, and text recognition. Okay, so maybe the screen is a bit too bright. And this phone is called the Allview P9 Energy. In some parts of the world it is known as the Gionee Marathon M6, priced around $412. It's a power bank phone, a battery phone, a 5000 mAh battery handset that we'll test over the following days. We'll be back with a full review very soon. This is it from GSN.com. Bye bye.